in describing the pivot, we've actually created 2 or 3 little drills. It'll be, I think, a great illustration as opposed to trying to explain the movement, you know, just with a golf club. So I'm going to place this golf club down, but what I want you to realize is, now what I've done is I've got me a little eye hook set in the ground right here, and I've got a little rope, and we're going to take our normal stance, and you can see it creates what we call an A-frame. And from this position here, I can show you exactly how the body works. This isn't how the arm works, but this will show you exactly what happens in the golf swing when it comes to the weight shift and the path that this body takes. Now, what I'm going to do is we actually allow the bottom of our spine to swing to the right and to the left as it twists. But you can see this A-frame, my body's going to work on this position. It goes right down that line, and then from there we do a little shift to the bottom, boom, just like so. But this is how my body works in a golf swing. See, what we allow the bottom of our spine to swing in order to keep the top part still. But you can see this very coordinated motion of the ankles and the knees and the hips, but this will give you a little guide path on how the body works in the golf swing, just like so. Now, another little great point about this drill is what happens is in a golf swing, a lot of times people, you know, they get what we call, let me grab this club real quick, they get what we call way over the top, like this, so that we're coming over the top of the shot. And what you got to understand about the golf swing, your center of gravity is right about your belly button there. If you got more weight in your lower body, it would be a little bit lower. If you got more weight in your upper body, it'd be an inch or two above. But see, this center of gravity is crucial because you always want your weight going with your center of gravity. So we allow the bottom part of the spine to swing in our golf swing, and that keeps the top part of the head still. And so if you've got somebody coming over the top of the ball, it's a simple correction to make. You can see I'm out of position, but what we do is we just take that center of gravity and we move it out in front of that chin, and so now everything's lined up and you can actually have the force of that center of gravity going into the back of the ball like so. If someone moves off the ball tremendously laterally this way, see, what we do is we take that center of gravity, pull it back underneath them, and you can see now we're lined up and ready to hit the golf shot. So this is absolutely critical, and this moves a great deal in our golf swing. Now, if this all stayed still, what would happen is your upper body moves laterally, and once it does that, that's like taking a address position right in the middle of your golf swing. It's hard for you to be consistent when you do that. So remember, when we set up that golf ball, we're working on what we call an A-frame, and we're allowing the bottom of the spine to swing and twist. As we come back through it, see, we're allowing it to shift over the other side, and that keeps the head and the upper body still, where we can have a more consistent golf shot and create a much better circle as it goes around the path of the base of our neck. Okay, another thing about the pivot is a great little visual imagery you can watch as you're watching football is what I'll try to do to help me sometimes for an impact position is if you ever watch one of those soccer style kickers, obviously they stand back and they come through it and they come through it just like so. Well, their leg action with that right leg and that right hip, see, that brings the whole world around in a golf swing. So I like to think at the top of my golf swing, as I come back down, I try to visualize I'm literally kicking that ball with my whole right side, my toe and everything. And what that does is that gives me an early set with the left side as I go through the shot, just like so. But it's literally just like kicking it, like a soccer style kicker comes through it, but obviously your foot's not going to go in front of it. But it's a great way to get off your right side, because our golf swing works best when you get off that right side early and set that left side as we go through the shot. Let me go ahead and I'll hit you one and you can see what I'm talking about. Set her up. Boom. That's about as good as I can hit it. But again, just visualize a soccer style kick with that lower right side just as we do that. See, another thing too, by concentrating on the lower part of your body, we get much more of a ground up swing. As you shift right here, see your upper body's just kind of following instead of leading, and it's a real secure kind of a quiet way to guarantee, you know, good synchronization as you go through the golf shot.